Command respect. One of the reasons I'm good at business is because I command respect. And I command respect because I'm a physical specimen of a man. Because there's something evolutionary about humans. And if you're a person who's viewed as strong, people respect you and people trust you. If you want to run a business, one of the best things you can do is go to the gym. And people will see, okay, well, he's obviously not afraid of hard work. He's obviously disciplined. There's some things that are spoken without being spoken. It helps in business every possible way. Go to the gym. I'm not saying you have to beat anyone up. I'm saying if you command a physical presence, your words have more weight and it helps in business across all things. It's never gonna detriment you to be bigger and stronger in life. Being bigger and stronger and commanding physical presence will always help you. It shows discipline and it makes your word more valuable. People just believe you more. If you wanna run a company, start going to the gym, get big, get strong. It's gonna help you make money. I guarantee you it's gonna help you make money.
You don't need happiness to be competent. You're supposed to feel respected. And you're going to do that via competence, hard work, dedication, and becoming somebody worth respect. It's kind of interesting because I actually believe that respect is more important than happiness for men. The men who are truly respected don't need to chase happiness because when you talk, people listen. How could you be happy as a man if when you say things, nobody listens to you? You say X and your wife ignores you, your kids ignore you, and all the men around you laugh. Are you truly happy in your heart? No, you're going to be happy when you're respected. You're supposed to feel like there's so much that needs to be done. You're supposed to feel like you could have so much more from your life. You're supposed to feel motivated and on fire. I don't know where anyone got this idea that life was created and God created us all and built this entire world for us to sit here and just smile all day. If you're constantly chasing respect or importance, perhaps you will have a far more remarkable life filled with achievements. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to be an important man who is respected, or do you want to be happy? If you don't feel happy, good, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to feel respected.
You make women respect you by being a person who's worthy of respect, the same way you make a man respect you. If society respects you, females will respect you by an extension. And there's lots of ways you can do that. Obviously, having money helps with that. Having a good job helps with that. Having a nice apartment, nice car obviously helps with that. Being in good shape helps with that. Being smart, being witty, all these things help. But this is the reality of life as a man, is that you have to build your value. People say to me all the time, oh yeah, Tate, you get girls. I said, I got girls because I became a kickboxing world champion. That's thousands of hours in the gym. I had to do it myself, so you have to build it as a man. This is just the unfortunate reality. If you're not prepared to do any work at all, you're gonna suffer. You can't hack having a personality. You can't trick a girl into thinking you're something you're not. If you want a woman to really respect you, then be a man worthy of respect. And on top of that, one of the easiest ways to be a man worthy of respect is to refuse to take disrespect. I see so many guys who let women disrespect them all day long. I think we all agree women shit test men. And you have to be able to handle that and deal with it in a very, conservative way. Obviously, you can't flip out and be crazy. But I've been on dates with girls where they've just pushed it too far. Guys like you think this and blah, 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 just insulting me basically after about 5 minutes. I was extremely polite. I said, look, I'm sorry. You're an independent woman, so you can pay for your food. I'm uninterested in speaking to you any longer. I'm leaving. And when I left, I've never had a girl chase me so hard. They don't disrespect me. I'm not taking you on a meal to be disrespected. And guys take this crap from girls all the time. I see it all the time. Girls making fun of them, or girls on a date, or a girl talking to other guys while she has a boyfriend. I know the modern world says that's cool. To me, that's absolute disrespect. You're with me and you love me and you want to text this dude all day, and I'm supposed to sit here and let you? You either stand up and say, get out my house and I never want to see you again, or stop texting that guy. And if you don't stand up as a man, it's only a matter of time till she sucks some other dick anyway. I mean, this is the harsh reality of the world. I've seen it over and over and over again. I think a whole bunch of things women do by standard nowadays are disrespect. My view, and this is why I'm seen as an extremist, is that my view, the only happy relationship that can possibly exist is with a man leading and a man in charge. Any other relationship is always misery. If you're laying in bed with your girlfriend and someone breaks in the house, who has to go downstairs and risk their life to defend the other? So if I ask you for a cup of coffee at dinner and you want to complain, I'm like, so I have to risk my life. Someone tries to rape you on the street, I'm the one who's going to die protecting your honor, but you have a problem making a cup of coffee? Then if I said to my girl, can you make me a cup of coffee? And she said no, I just find that extremely disrespectful. I'd say, okay, well, if you're not going to make me a cup of coffee, I don't see the point in this relationship. This is the thing. Responsibility and authority are linked. If you're responsible for someone or something, you have authority over someone or something. If you're responsible for, let's take a child, You're responsible for that child's safety. You have the authority to tell that child not to put his finger in the plug socket. Captain of a ship has responsibility for that ship. So he has authority over everything on the ship, because if the ship sinks, it's his fault. So if I have responsibility over a woman, I have to make sure she's taken care of, her physical needs are met. If she has financial needs, they're met. I'm her rock if she gets upset. I'm responsible. I have no problem being responsible. My problem is if I'm responsible without the authority I deserve. So if a captain's responsible for the ship, but all the shipmates told him to fuck off and didn't listen to him, how can he possibly do his job? If I'm responsible for the girl in the relationship, then I deserve the authority that comes with it. I'll make sure you're fine. I'll take care of you. I'll keep you safe. I'll protect you. But if I want a cup of coffee, I expect you to make me a cup of coffee. Because with the responsibility comes authority. If you're in a relationship where you have all the responsibility, but no authority at all, then what's the point? What are you adopting it for? What are you adopting the responsibility for? And this is what a lot of women try and get out of their men. They want their man to be responsible for them and all their problems, but they don't want to listen to anything. I'm not going to be responsible for anything without authority. If a girl won't listen to me, I don't consider myself responsible for her. And therefore, she can piss off and go be a hoe. Responsibility and authority are absolutely linked. And that link has been broken. And that's why a lot of men are in relationships they don't understand. I have guy after guy message me saying, I don't know what to do. My girlfriend's talking to this guy. He's her friend since school. I'm like, bro, you better tell her to get out the house or stop talking to that guy. He's like, oh, but she might leave. If she chooses to text another guy over live with you, how long is it till she fucks him? You want to start a countdown timer? And maybe because I'm so black and white with it, people think my advice won't work. But I say, look, maybe she walks out the door and you just saved yourself a whole bunch of time, because it was sooner or later that's all she was going to do anyway. Like I said, I've been doing this a long time. Same thing with the cam girls. As soon as they wouldn't listen to me about something, then they had to go. Because I don't think a relationship can work any other way without a clear leader. Name something in life that's 50-50. Name a corporation where everyone has the exact same stake. Name something that functions and works 50-50. There's always a chain of command. And if the woman's in charge, she's going to resent you. So that by default means it has to be the man. So you have to make her respect you and take charge of the relationship and keep things under control. That's my view of it anyway. There's this idea that if you go to Eastern Europe, it's this haven of beautiful girls and they're all so nice and submissive. Let me make it very clear, that's complete bullshit. Firstly, Eastern Europe is really not that poor. I live in Romania. There's a Lambo garage 2 miles from my house. You go to the club, it's full of people popping 20 grand in champagne. Now, there's plenty of money here, so girls can find money. And also, Instagram has changed the game. The idea of some village girl who's a 10 who doesn't realize she's a 10, that's long gone. I've met girls from villages here with like 400 people who are sitting on 100,000 Instagram likes. They know their value. The difference between Western and Eastern European women is this. Western women are easier to sleep with. Eastern European women are harder to sleep with. But Eastern European women in general are more loyal, so they're harder nuts to crack, but if you get them, they're more likely to stay with you and be girlfriend material. Whereas Western women, you can bang after a bar crawl, but she ain't worth shit. If you want, I say this all the time, people say to me, because I've been to 72 countries, they say, where's the easiest place to get laid? I say, Northern England. You'd have to try very hard to not fuck something. Because they just have no values, and they drink too much, and they have very little standards for themselves, and they're just, they bought into the whole feminist Western lie, and they're completely prepared to bang a bunch of dudes because they think it's normal. Whereas in Eastern Europe, women don't want to be seen that way. I mean, if a woman here decides she wants to be a hoe, she's going to go be a professional hoe. She ain't going to be a hoe in the club for free. If an Eastern European girl's smart enough to go, well, if I'm going to be a slut, there's some money in this game. I'm going to do it for free. Although I've had a lot of girls, my understanding is very simple. The end goal, everyone wants a girl who's fiercely loyal to them. But if I go to jail, I want a girl who's waiting for me. If I get sick, I want a girl who comes and nurses me in bed. If I want kids, I want a girl who's going to be proud of her husband and proud of the children she's raising. That's what every man truly, really wants, I'd like to think, at least. If a woman's not loyal to you, what other value does she have? What value is a non-loyal woman? Like, what value is she? Sex? Is that it? Are you so desperate that you have to bang something that everyone else bangs? Without loyalty, a woman's worth absolutely nothing. So that's my number one goal from a woman. All I want is loyalty. I'm uninterested in nearly anything else. I don't care how pretty you are, how much you cook, clean, how nice you are. If you're not going to be loyal to me when times get tough, then you ain't worth shit.
There comes a point in life where you must draw the line, not for others, but for yourself. In a world obsessed with emotions and instant validation, it's easy to lose sight of the deeper pillars that hold your life together. Your self-respect, your dignity, These aren't just lofty ideals, they're your spine, your anchor, your code. And without them, you're just a leaf in the wind, blown around by how you feel on any given day. But here's the truth most people won't tell you. Your feelings will lie to you. They will beg you to quit when the climb gets steep. They will whisper weakness in your ears when strength is required. They will tell you it's okay to settle, to compromise, to make excuses. But your self-respect, it doesn't waver. It stands firm when the storms of emotion hit. It keeps you upright when every fiber in you wants to crumble. Dignity is not comfort, it's discipline. It's choosing character over convenience. It's doing the hard thing, the right thing, even when no one is watching, especially when no one is watching. That's when your true self is revealed. Because while feelings come and go, respect for yourself lasts. Dignity doesn't disappear when the pressure turns up. In fact, it's forged in pressure. When you're broken but still stand. When you're tired but still keep going. When you're hurting but still show up with integrity. That's power. That's real strength. Success without character is empty. Wealth without respect is poverty in disguise. And winning without honor is still losing. So don't let your temporary emotions destroy your permanent standards. Don't chase approval at the cost of your soul. Don't trade your crown for comfort. You weren't built to be a slave to your emotions. You were born to be a warrior of principles. Every time you choose discipline over desire, every time you keep your word even when it's hard, every time you walk away from anything that insults your growth, you win, not just in the moment, but forever. Because that's the kind of win that builds a legacy. A man or woman with self-respect walks differently, talks differently, lives differently. They don't need to beg. They don't need to explain. Their presence speaks, their standards shine, and the world notices. You teach people how to treat you by the way you treat yourself. So set the bar high. Live in a way that makes excuses irrelevant. Refuse to stoop to the level of petty emotions. Refuse to be ruled by impulse. Stop explaining your worth to people who wouldn't recognize gold if it hit them in the face. The real ones will feel your energy without you saying a word, because self-respect is silent power, and dignity is the armor that no failure, no heartbreak, no betrayal can penetrate. Start protecting your peace like it's your fortune, because it is. Start acting like your time is currency, because it is. Stop waiting for the world to value you. Value yourself first. Carry yourself like someone who refuses to be disrespected by anyone, including yourself. That's when life shifts. That's when doors open. That's when you rise. Feelings may come and go, but the person you become through principles, that lasts forever.